Here is your AI briefing for June 15, 2026, with 12 stories. Story 1. Report: Apple iPhone 18 Pro with iOS 27 will be the first true AI device. By late 2025, iPhone 18 Pro with iOS 27 is expected to ship Apple Intelligence on-device capabilities that run more actions locally, reducing cloud dependency versus the earlier shaky rollout. Apple is expected to pair the chip and software update so more requests are processed on the handset instead of being sent to servers. That shift could improve latency and privacy while making the phone less dependent on a constant network connection. Calling an on-device iPhone the first true AI device is marketing confetti. The real win is fewer cloud calls, and the loser is Apple's own shaky rollout narrative. Story 2. The FBI built a small town to simulate cyber attacks. In Huntsville, Alabama, the FBI's 22,000-square-foot cyber range replicates a full town complete with gas station, hospital, and furnished homes to train agents by running realistic cyber attack scenarios in a controlled environment. Agents test attacks against networked infrastructure that mirrors municipal systems, including utilities and public safety services. The facility lets investigators practice response and recovery without risking real-world damage to residents or critical operations. A fake town for cyber drills is expensive theater, but at least the FBI is admitting digital crime needs real-world choreography, not PowerPoint fantasies. Story 3. Reeve 2.0 Review: the best AI image generator for layout control? Reeve 2.0 adds 4,000 layout planning generation plus code-like composition, undercutting Midjourney style pricing to about a penny per image while rejecting far more than competitors. It translates spatial instructions into organized image structures before rendering, giving creators tighter control over object placement and scene composition. The low price and stronger filtering make it attractive for high-volume workflows where consistency matters more than speed. Reeve 2.0 isn't just prettier, it turns image generation into cheap layout drafting. While the rejects far more part means creators get control and fewer usable outputs. Story 4. Your Windows 11 PC can now natively run AI workloads, even if it lacks the Copilot Plus badge. Microsoft is enabling native AI workload execution on Windows 11 for PCs without the Copilot Plus badge, potentially extending AI features to millions of existing machines without hardware changes. Windows 11 is gaining local AI execution through software support rather than new NPU hardware, letting existing systems run on device models. That broadens feature access for enterprise fleets and consumer PCs that missed the Copilot Plus launch criteria. Microsoft just turned old Windows 11 boxes into AI hosts, which is great for sales pitches and terrible for anyone who bought Copilot Plus hardware for exclusivity. Story 5. Deezer is fighting against slop with a tool that detects AI music on streaming platforms. Deezer's free AI music detector scans playlists on major streaming services to flag synthetic tracks, then pushes industry-wide licensing to enable cross-platform detection beyond its own catalog. The detector analyzes track fingerprints and metadata to identify machine-generated audio even when songs are uploaded under human names. Deezer says better labeling would help royalties reach genuine artists and reduce fraudulent catalog pollution. Deezer's detector is useful, but the real play is industry licensing, meaning labels get another policing layer, while listeners inherit more friction for AI-made tracks. Story 6. If you're using AI tools like ChatGPT to fact-check news, there's some bad news for you. MIT researchers report that heavy reliance on ChatGPT-style fact-checking can impair users' independent detection of misinformation, indicating a feedback loop risk for news verification behavior. MIT researchers found that frequent use of ChatGPT-like verification can reduce a person's ability to spot false claims without assistance. That could make newsrooms, students, and ordinary readers more dependent on AI, just as misinformation becomes more persuasive. MIT's warning is blunt. Outsource fact-checking to ChatGPT, and you may get worse at spotting lies yourself. while the bots keep the verification spotlight and the labor. Story 7. As AI companies race to go public, who else is along for the ride? Dozens of AI startups are timing IPO filings to mirror SpaceX's launch, aiming to attract public market capital, as investors chase AI exposure and underwriting demand shifts toward fast-growth founders. The IPO rush is drawing in banks, investors, and employees at AI firms that want liquidity before growth slows. Public listings could reprice the sector by giving markets a fresh way to fund and benchmark AI revenue. Ride that SpaceX IPO wave really means founders want public money before the AI hype cools, while underwriters collect fees and retail gets the bag. Story 8. As Anthropic suspends access to new models, India debates its AI future. After Anthropic suspended access to new models, Indian startups, regulators, and cloud partners debate switching to local open models and guardrails, with policy talks expected within weeks. Anthropic's move cuts off Indian developers from the latest Claude releases, forcing teams to reassess product roadmaps and model dependencies. The disruption is intensifying pressure on policymakers and cloud providers to accelerate domestic AI capacity and clearer safety rules. Anthropic's cutoff is the bill coming due. Indian startups lose instant model access, cloud partners smell demand, and policymakers get a fresh excuse to chase local models and guardrails. Story 9. Google's new Gemini TV controls are here and TCL owners get them first. Starting now, select TCL Google.TV models get Google Gemini TV controls for voice-driven picture and sound tweaks, arriving exclusively first and gated by compatible TV models. TCL users can adjust picture settings and audio modes with conversational commands through the TV's built-in assistant. The rollout sets TCL's compatible Google TV lineup apart before broader support reaches other brands. Exclusive Gemini controls for a few TCL models is less a TV revolution than a thin voice shortcut for people already deep in Google's ecosystem. Story 10. Rio de Janeiro's homegrown LLM appears to be a merge of an existing model. A GitHub issue for NextN2 shows claims that Rio de Janeiro's local LLM is assembled by merging an existing model, sparking community scrutiny over provenance and training lineage. The GitHub issue for NextN2 alleges the model was created by merging a pre-existing base rather than trained from scratch, raising questions about its documented lineage. The claim has intensified scrutiny from developers tracking how the system was built and what data or weights were incorporated. Homegrown apparently means model bricolage. NextN2 is being accused of a merge, and the real loser is anyone expecting original training or provenance. Story 11. No, everyone is not using AI for everything. Analysis of Hacker News discussion, 93 comments, 120 points, argues most people use AI selectively, and demand for AI everywhere products lags behind hype as practical workflows dominate adoption. Commenters described AI as a tool they reach for on specific tasks like drafting, search, or coding rather than as a default layer in every app. That selective use makes broad AI subscriptions and always-on integrations harder to justify commercially. The HN thread punctures the AI everywhere sales pitch. People want selective tools, while vendors still mistake blanket adoption for product-market fit. Story 12. On this day, Microsoft's 2016 Android Windows App Port Plan predicted today's AI ecosystem. In 2016, Microsoft's Android to Windows App Port Plan proposed bridging mobile apps to desktops, foreshadowing today's agentic AI workflows, yet the initiative stalled and later pivoted. Microsoft's plan depended on translation layers that would let existing Android software run across desktop environments, reducing developer work and speeding app availability. The concept anticipated today's cross-platform automation, but execution problems prevented it from becoming a lasting platform shift. This turns a failed 2016 app port plan into prophetic lore. The only thing it predicted accurately was Microsoft's talent for pivoting after the bridge collapses. That is the briefing for today.